Hello, Leo, and welcome to your weekly love outlook, looking into a connection that you have with a special someone in your life, whether they be new, old, or on the way out. We're going to take a look at it. So, Leo, starting right off, you come into the week with that devil energy. Your person is coming in with Five of Wands. Uh-oh. How do you see each other? You have a Six of Swords and they have a Five of Swords. The relationship, world energy for you and for them. Wow, Five of Cups, 3 fives in a row. And the final outcome, 10 of Pentacles for you, Leo, and for your individual, a 7 of Pentacles. At the bottom of this deck for this reading, we have a 10 of Swords. Okay. All right, now, let me tell you straight off from the bat, this is a relationship I think that is very much coming to a close if it has not already come to a close. Wow, 3 fives. 5 in tarot is the number for strife, struggle, and sort of opposition. You're dealing with somebody who's really going through a lot, while at the same time, Leo, you are on the up, 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 up. So let's get right into it. Devil energy and a 5 of Wands for you. Right now, Leo, you are feeling, how shall I put it? You are feeling yourself in a way. Devil energy is highly creative, right? Oftentimes it can represent, we think about the devil as the dark side of life, but the devil is also extremely playful, extremely creative, sometimes can very much be a slave to its desires and its wants. But at the same time, those desires and wants and the need to sort of express them is the very foundation of art. And so I feel a strong creative pull coming off of you this week. And devil energy right now, a feeling of playfulness really coming off of you. Now, your individual 5 of Wands, they are in a battle right now. They are in a battle of competing with themselves, with those around them. Nothing seems to be going right for them. There may be a lot of jockeying for position. There may be a lot of competition coming into their life right now, Leo. Now, of course, these readings can be vice versa, but I would like to think that you're the one who is right now really just enjoying yourself. You're the one right now sort of, I'm going to say there may have been a period of being stifled for you. A period where you have had to conform to a certain position, or you've had to conform to a certain way of being that was not quite who you are or who you wanted to be, and it wasn't a lot of fun. The devil in tarot is also representative of the sign Capricorn. And so in that play, there is a lot of production happening. There's a lot of creativity that is being manifested. You may be working on projects now that you weren't able to work on before. Maybe even some taboo projects or projects that nobody else was able to sort of understand but you. But there's a feeling of freedom here. That it can oftentimes be associated with devil energy, the devil when it is exalted. Now, your person 5 of Wands, as I say, right now, they are in sort of a battle, trying to find their position, trying to find, trying to hold on to something almost that isn't there, right? It almost feels to me like they're battling with themselves. What's the connection here? 6 of Swords, you left. 6 of Swords, 6 of Swords. Look, there's somebody left, okay? Somebody walked away and left and moved on. And your person, this feeling here is that they're still trying to desperately hold on to it. And you're gone. You're off. You're away. 6 of Swords energy is a well and truly finite feeling, a feeling that enough is enough, has been enough for you, Leo. And whatever was going on with this individual, you were like, I'm going to break these ties. I'm going to move on. Now, 6 of Swords, let's come to how you see each other. More 6 of Swords. When you see them, you see 6 of Swords energy. Yeah, again, a leaving. Now, who left who? I don't know. Maybe this was a mutual sort of, a mutual decision. But it feels very much to me like When you see them in your past. You see them as somebody part of your past. No longer somebody who is certainly not part of your future, let's say, right? When they see you, Five of Swords energy comes up. The Five of Swords, again, another five, another number of discord and disagreement. The Five of Swords represents a battle. But it also represents sometimes this desire to give up a battle, to give up the battle. This, as you can see, people are walking away and this individual is standing there. They have all the swords. They look pretty proud of themselves and happy. Everybody else is walking away somewhat defeated. But this is a hollow victory, right? And it feels to me almost like when they see you, this energy is there of they may have felt as though they won, but very clearly it's becoming apparent to them that they didn't win anything at all. You're dealing with this individual here, Leo, was very, very immature, I'm going to say. I feel someone who probably was bringing a lot of arguments to you, a lot of petty battling to you, petty sort of exchanges, interactions with you, and you had enough. And at first, I think they felt like, hey, I won. My Leo, I got my Leo where I want them. Or, they may have walked away from me. They'll be back. I'm the one who won. They'll see. I don't see that happening, Leo. Not at all. I think you're gone. And the realization, we're going to move on. But as I look ahead, there is a realization here for your person that, maybe I played too many games. Maybe I brought too many battles. A card just fell out. High Priestess. Okay. That's your connection. Maybe I played too fast and loose with this individual. Maybe I pushed them too far. Whatever games I was using or whatever tactics I was using, I thought I won, but I'm not sure that they realize. They may have thought that you left for a temporary period, that you would be back. And now High Priestess comes in. There's a dawning sort of awareness and understanding coming in, Leo, that you're gone and you're done. You're never coming back. Wow. This is a heavy reading. I'm going to say it's very heavy. In fact, for the other individual, it's heavy for you too, because it's a big change for you. And it's great, I'm going to say, because whenever you feel, listen, if you're in a connection where you feel like you're constantly fighting, you're constantly at odds with this individual, there's constantly a competition, or there's constantly fighting for fighting's sake just to see who's better, who's on top, you're dealing with a very sort of base individual. You're dealing with very sort of base emotions. It certainly isn't elevated. It certainly isn't inspired. There's a deep understanding. High Priestess here. There's also a feeling, I think, that your person has that there's something that's happened that they don't really understand why it's happened. They don't really understand what's going on. But there's a deep feeling for them finally dawning of, oh shit, whatever happened, it's permanent. Now let's move on. How do you see the relationship? Well, this is where we have now our third five in the reading for your individual. Let me go to them first. Five of Cups. I think they realize now it's over and done with. And it could very well be a coincidence here with the holidays. Could be that this individual, you may have split with them. You both split up. And maybe they were holding on to the idea that you would come back or that the holidays would bring some sentimentality back. But no such thing has happened. In fact, you have found yourself exactly where you need to be. You have found yourself sort of exactly in your truth, in your path, following the life that you're supposed to be following. And if anything, you've doubled down that on the fact that the decision you made was the correct one. Your person, it's dawned on them that, it's really done. It's really over. I really did play too much. And now is where the regret comes in. And, oftentimes this reminds me of one of those situations where somebody continues to sort of be like, nah, I know what's best. I know who you are. I'm going to tell you who you are. And when they really realize that they don't know who you are, it's kind of like, oh no, hang on, this really is over. Uh-oh. Oh, no, hang on. All of this petty shit that I was doing earlier really did not work. Oh, no, hang on. My Leo is gone. My Leo is really gone. And meanwhile, Leo, you are riding high. You are on top of the world. World energy talks about being really, really in your path of destiny, living your truth, really being where you're supposed to be. And sometimes when we're in relationships, we find that we're not where we're supposed to be. For some of you, this devil energy represents a place that you weren't supposed to be at. For some of you, you're now being very creative and loose and free and enjoying yourself, maybe partying, maybe drinking, but it's all very it's an enjoyable side of devil energy. Whereas your individual here is kind of like, I think they thought that maybe you were miserable without them, that you would come back. And in fact, no, you've gone from strength to strength. You've gone to a movement, moving away, moving to calmer places, moving to a better place, taking your everything that you've learned and your confidence with you, and now finding yourself exactly where you're supposed to be. And your person very, very quickly realizing, as I say, that things are not what they thought they were. Listen, don't play with a Leo. I'm going to tell you right now, don't play with a Leo. Never, never think you're going to tell a Leo you know who they are, because they will very quickly tell you that, that's not who I am. 5 of Pentacles, yes, that drives you. For some of you, leaving this individual has left them somewhat destitute. There were financial issues here as well. You may have been the source of income. You may have been dealing with somebody who for quite a long time was taking advantage of the fact that you were providing. You were providing for them. You were providing for the relationship, right? And this breakup here, or this separation, this ending, has definitely affected them. Sometimes financial issues that are tied up in love, the lines become blurred. Do I love them? Do I need them? If this individual was depending on you for some kind of financial sort of support or security, there can be that feeling that I love my Leo, but also I resent my Leo. And that could have been the source of a lot of this arguing and bickering here. And this is coming to stark relief once you left. So now here they are. They're stuck, sort of missing their Leo and broke. Missing their Leo and broke, and perhaps I think the feeling of regret, a deep, deep feeling of regret. Maybe I should have appreciated them when I had them, and this is coming into sort of play, certainly over this next week. My love readings are weekly outlooks. This could be just a week outlook for what's going on into a particular connection that a Leo has out there with someone. But especially around the time of the holidays, sometimes, this sense of despair and loss and not having anything, sometimes it can be financial, but it can also just be the physical connection, the physical contact, right? Having lost that physical connection and contact with you could very much have made your individual feel empty, alone, without anything, without any support. And unfortunately, this is where we're at. You are definitely, as I said, on a high. Let's move on. 10 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. Well, again, for you, everything comes in together very nicely. 10 of Pentacles energy speaks to everything really sort of riding high for you. Money is coming in, creativity is coming in, security is coming in. Everything is coming full circle. And a lot of the energy that you were physically giving away is coming back to you tenfold. Oftentimes when we're in connections that take us away from ourselves, we lose our ability to do well, to make money, to bring things into manifestation physically. That has turned around 180 degrees to the other side for you, right? You've gone into the plus from a minus. Your individual 7 of Pentacles, final outcome for them is a really hard moment of looking at themselves and looking at the seeds that they planted and what was grown, and having to take stock, having to take stock of their lives, having to take stock of where they are physically, having to take stock of where they are mentally. One moment, my cat is messing around with my stuff. Mentally, physically, financially, having to take stock and say, okay, this is where I am now. You know what I mean? This is what I'm doing now. This is what all of my games and my actions have wrought, right? Is it what I want? You know, a real realization, a real sort of moment of having to face themselves. Having to, you know, Seven of Pentacles is not necessarily a negative. It is Saturn and Taurus energy. So there is, you know, in terms of their growth, really taking stock of where they are in their lives and what they're responsible for, what they've wrought. That's the words that keep coming to mind. What have you wrought? What kind of garden have you wrought? Was this worth it? You know, it seems quite sparse. I mean, there's 7 pentacles, but it's a large garden and you would expect it to be a bit more abundant. It certainly isn't as abundant as the 10 right there. And so, yeah, this is a very much a, wow, 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups is what connects the two of you. Well, final outcome, 10 of Cups at the bottom of, 10 of Swords at the bottom of the deck, and 10 of Cups here. Well, Leo, again, the end for you, the end of a period of a lot of fights, the end of who you were with this individual, the person, the role that you played, you're not playing that role anymore. You have let go of the baggage and the things about yourself, perhaps some of the negative things you were thinking about yourself that allowed you to be in this connection in the first place. Let me be clear, this was not a happy connection for a very long time. But for you, 10 of Cups coming in with that 10 of Pentacles, right now, Leo, your life is about to take off emotionally, physically. It's almost as if a barrier has been lifted, right? You are no longer sort of that person that allowed yourself to be as unhappy as you were, I think, in this connection, or certainly as unfulfilled as you were. Let's go ahead and pull some astrological energies. Well, the verdict is in. This is a relationship that is over, that is in the past. Now, this may be coming in as a reading, Leo, because you may be hearing from this person this week. Certainly during the holidays, you know, a lot of times it's during the holidays that old lovers will show up, pop up. You know, suddenly you get a DM, or suddenly you're getting an email, or you're getting a card from this individual, because it's a sentimental time of year. But let me be clear. You are on a different trajectory now, Leo. You are definitely on a different sort of path. Let's pull out some energy. We have eccentricity, Saturn in Aquarius. Achievement, there you go. Sun in Capricorn, and we have status. Wow. Well, Leo, you're all about that to a degree, right? The regal king of the jungle, the lion, is about status. It's about maintaining their status and their security, right? And you have that. Eccentricity, achievement, and status. Let's take a look at the eccentricity. Yes, I believe this is going hand in hand with that devil energy. There's a feeling here right now, Leo, of you really allowing yourself to be much more creative, allowing yourself to be much more of who you are, and as beautifully eccentric as that may be. And there's a feeling here also of achievement coming in. You may have been held back, Leo, from a lot of your dreams and your goals by this relationship. And now that it is in your rearview mirror, things are starting to come in for you that you've always wanted. That achievement that you've been working for that has sort of been stymied or blocked by these negative energies with this individual are starting to come in, and your status is picking up. I think this is a special separate energy for some of you Leos out there who are right now about to embark on something really incredible that's going to be setting you up as a figure in whatever community you're in, whatever field you're in, whatever area you're in. There's a status level that is going to be coming in for you. I think this is apart and separate from this love reading. This is a little special message for a Leo out there that's about to really take off. Okay, their goals, their dreams, whatever it is you're into, you're about to be recognized for it. And all of this ties in to your leaving this connection. Let's pull out and see what kind of zodiac signs you might be dealing with. And of course, Leo, the first one that comes out is you yourself. Leo, dealing with another Leo. You may have been dealing with another Leo. Beautiful. That's interesting. We have Cancer coming in. For some of you, you're dealing with Cancer energy in yourself or in your person. And some of you are dealing with a Libra, air sign Libra coming in. All right. So this may be energy that's in your person's chart or in your chart in certain placements. Again, I'm working on a special surprise for my collective where you're going to be finding out exactly what your placements are very soon. But I'll let you know. I'm pretty close to deploying that. But for right now, Leo, Cancer, and Libra. For all of you out there, those are some energies you want to take a look at. Those might be some of the zodiac signs you're dealing with this week, most importantly in your life. But that's it. Thank you so much for joining me, Leo. This has been Bow and Arrow Tarot and your weekly love outlook. I wish all of you a happy holiday, happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Merry Christmas, all of that good stuff. I do hope you take care of yourself and you take care of each other. And I hope to see you right back here on my channel next week for your weekly love outlook. Bye-bye now.